What is up, my divers? It is your boy, Mishap here, covering in for Reef Diver, because apparently you guys hate the anonymous mask that he wears, so we're just gonna have plushies moving around, so you guys get me for the 4th Q&A. And, we haven't done a Q&A in, at least a year or something. You know, we won't focus too much on the details, because we're doing another one, so that's really what matters, right? I think that's good enough. So yeah, without further ado, we're gonna start off with a bunch of questions. Also, sorry if we didn't get to your questions, there were a lot. First question I have here is, Reefy took a stinky. Dumble, why are you pink?
What's that supposed to mean, bro?
So this person didn't really put questions, he just kind of put responses, so we're gonna pretend like he put them in the response of a question. So he said face reveal. So we've been asked a lot about doing face reveals for the cast members, specifically Reef Diver. Here's the thing, his policy on this has changed a little bit, but it's mostly been the same. I will do a face reveal if these two people do a face reveal. If Dream and Corpse Husband do a face reveal, okay? I used to be like, no face reveal, and then I was like, oh, well, maybe if I hit a certain amount of subscribers, I'll do one. I'm not gonna tell you which set amount of subscribers that is, though. So, no, I've just changed it. If Dream and Corpse do a face reveal, I'll do one. Mainly because, I think it's stupid how popular both of them have gotten, solely because people are speculating what they look like. But at the same time, that's genius. So I want a part of it. So I'm not doing a face reveal unless those two do a face reveal. So probably not in the near future. Let's make more Fortnite parodies. Yeah, we just made an Among Us one, and we'll be doing more. We just only really do parodies when we really like an idea and stick with it. Like, we've done some short parodies here and there, you know, on our TikTok. Follow our TikTok, by the way. But yeah, we haven't really, like, we don't do parodies for the sake of doing parodies. We just do them if we think they're really good parodies and stuff. Make people in your Discord voice act for new characters. Maybe. I mean, the issue with that is, like, some people, I mean, like, there could be, like, cameos and stuff. We've been thinking about that for a bit. It's just, you know, sometimes with recording online, you can tell a difference in mic quality, so some people might not like that, but, you know, we've been thinking about it. There hasn't really been too much new characters introduced, though, so we'll just have to see about that. Make Fortnite plush storyline based on the season. Here's the thing, there's not that many Fortnite plushies to go off of. There's only like 10 that we have. So we can't really make an entire Fortnite storyline based on the amount of plushies that exist. Do you still know what BFDI is? Or Battle for Dream Island? Also, are you learning animation anytime soon? Okay, so I do know what Battle for Dream Island is. I looked up the first episode and I watched like 5 minutes of it. So I know what it is. But I just don't know, like, it's little objects with animated faces on them. That's all I know about Battle for Dream Island. And then animation, no, I'm not very good at animating or drawing in general. One of my friends is really good at drawing. She drew my profile picture on YouTube, and she's amazing. And if we ever get merch, she's gonna draw it because she's awesome. Have you gotten new Angry Birds plush, and will you get more Dumb Ways to Die plush? So we do have a few Angry Birds plushies. You know, in our old videos, we have some. I still have them, by the way. I'm pretty sure we do. They're just somewhere, and I don't feel like getting them. And more Dumb Ways to Die plushies. I've noticed a few comments about those in the past. There aren't really any new Dumb Ways to Die plushies to get. Like, I've emailed Dumb Ways to Die before. You know, I emailed them. I was like, hey, you guys gonna put new plushies on your website? I'm like, well, there's a keychain botch out there, and, you know, there can be a medium numpty or something. But they haven't really responded to that. So I'm kind of just hoping that one day they'll make new plushies and I could use them in videos. But if not, it is what it is. Like, the worst case scenario is someone, it's probably not going to be me, someone's going to make their own Dumb Ways to Die custom plushies, and I'll just buy them from that person. Okay, so I've gotten a few comments on this post alone about a Grocery Gang sequel video. And for those who don't know, Grocery Gang was the first ever video that we've made on this channel, and it's got over like only a few hundred views, but it's been out for 5 years, and it was the first ever video that Reef Diver made, and he's definitely very proud of it and is glad that you keep reminding him that it is his first ever video. But if you guys want to see another grocery gang video, it's probably never gonna happen, mainly because we don't know where the grocery gang things are. We don't really do toy reviews that much, and even if we did do one as an exception, I don't really care about grocery gang, so yeah. Do you plan on making more Skylanders Toys to Life content, specifically for the anniversary in October? You know, I tried that and it didn't do as well, but I know there are some Skylander plushies, so maybe you'll just have to wait and see about that. Have you finished all your upload plans? And you said in the past that you would make a Rabbids vs. Minions rematch. Also stumbles back to normal size. Okay, there's a lot to go there. So no, we're not done with all the upload plans. We still have a few videos to go through. Basically, every single year, like at the beginning of January, what Reef Diver does is he writes up a bunch of YouTube plots, like all at once, for like the entire year, and then modifies it if he needs to, and then we go off of the videos that we make, like there. The Rabbids vs. Minions rematch, that was a video I did a few years ago, like the original with fast food toys, and I would want to remake that, both plushies. I just don't have the Rabbid plushies yet, but trust me, it will come in the future. I just gotta buy the Rabbids because I just spent my money on a bunch of Looney Tunes plushies, so we gotta get a few more dollars to get some Rabbids. And also I forgot to mention that the reason why Stumble turned back to normal size was because when he was turned into a piece of poo, he used his like regenerating invincible power to turn him into like his true self. So yeah, I hope that makes sense. What was the first ever plushie that you got? Good question. I really can't tell you. I've had plushies for a long time. But I do remember when I was like a toddler, I had this giant bear stuffed animal, and I'm just gonna put like an image of what it kind of looked like right there. It's like 3 feet tall, it's pretty big, and I think I still have it. It's somewhere. Why is Oscar your best friend, and why is he really cool? Who's Oscar? How did you settle on the voices for your Dumb Ways to Die characters? P.S. In my DWTD voice headcanons, your dunce and botch voices fit in. Okay, so some of those, like, some of the voices we, like, planned on ahead of time, and some of them, they just kind of popped up. For instance, the original 4 Dumb Ways to Die characters, Loopy, Mishap, Numpty, and Stumble, all kind of had the same voice at first, because at the time, like, I didn't really care about plushies' voices that much. I just all, like, used the same voice for all my plush characters, because I don't know, I was relatively new to making plush videos when I started Dumb Ways to Die Season 1. Stumble's voice was different than everyone else's, I remember why. So, Mishap, Numpty, and Loopy kind of all had the same voice. Like, I kind of made it so, like, I did this later down the line as well, where Numpty's voice was a little bit higher, while, you know, Mishap's voice was a little bit more dark and solemn and serious, you know, not as energetic. But basically, yeah, they were all just my normal voices, but the only, character that wasn't at the time was Stumble. And the reason why he wasn't is because out of the 4 Dumb Ways to Die characters, I knew I wanted to have an idiot character. So what I had done is I'd given the idiot character a really deep voice, which I eventually just decided that it was Stumble, because I mean, Stumble just looks like the stupidest one out of the original 4 characters I used, because he's got earbuds in, he's got the blonde, like, hair that you'd usually expect with surfers to be like the surfer brah, like, you know, like the dumb surfer stereotype. So I kind of made it go with that, except, you know, I also mixed it in with, like, Patrick Star, how he's stupid and pink and has a deep voice. So I basically did that, but for Stumble. The only other, like, new character I voiced from Season 2 was Claude, and Claude's a serial killer, so I knew he would kind of have, like, a whispery voice, you know, something very creepy. And then as Claude eventually started to yell, I just kind of changed it, so he talked like this. You know, just something creepy, a raspy voice that just freaked people out. I went with that for Claude. And then the other 4 characters I don't actually voice. So, Casio King voices Dunce and Botch, and those are the voices that I guess you like the most. So, the plan that we went for those voices is I was talking with Casio King. We made Dunce's voice based on an actual, like, celebrity kind of at the time. I don't know how many of my followers know who Lil Tay is, but basically at the time she was really popular, and we made Dunce's like tone and voice kind of based on how Lil Tay would talk and act. And Botch, I kind of just came up with the dead moose thing because Botch had the moose horns on his head. So, and then we just said that the moose was his wife. So, and then that kind of turned into him sounding sad and kind of depressed. But after, like, he kind of got over his crying phase, he would just eventually, like, talk with a slightly depressed tone. And then the final two characters, Bonehead and Doomcough, are voiced by Widget. And those characters have very basic voices, mainly because I just decided their voices off of, like, just what they looked like, right? So, Doomcough, in the game, he's a skeleton because he got, like, his skin fried off. But the plushie shows him, like, actively getting electrocuted. So I just decided that he should have an electric stutter because he has, like, electricity flowing through him all the time. And then Bonehead, obviously, the Dumb Ways to Die game, he doesn't have patience. So I kind of thought, well, what's the opposite of patience? I thought it was like, you know, obviously impatience, but I kind of associated it with anger and a short temper. So I made Bonehead sound angry all the time. So yeah, so for the time that Widget wasn't voicing Bonehead, I was doing it. And he wouldn't actually say, like, actual words when I was voicing Bonehead. He would just growl. He'd just go, "Rrr!" I really do hope they make more Dumb Ways to Die plushies because I'd love to give more character voices. What is your favorite show out of the Cartoon Network Big Three? Gumball, Regular Show, or Adventure Time? I feel like this is fairly obvious for anyone who knows me in real life. It's Adventure Time, mainly because, like, I basically am Finn. No, it's not right. But, like, I look a lot like Finn in real life. I have the Finn hat, and I've always loved Adventure Time. Regular Show is obviously second for me, just because they both kind of came out at the same time. Gumball's probably, like, the last one, because I think Gumball's, like, the most recent out of those three. But Gumball's still pretty good. When did I start playing Dumb Ways to Die? I think I started playing around 2013, somewhere around there. I think it was when the second game was new. And what is your favorite Dumb Ways to Die character, not including Loopy? Loopy actually isn't my favorite Dumb Ways to Die character. It's just people think that he is because he's my profile picture on YouTube. He's not. I just kind of made him the symbol for the Dumb Ways to Die plush series, mainly because I wanted there to be a leader. And since he was the only character from Dumb Ways to Die 2 as a plushie, it just kind of made sense to me that he would be the leader because, like, you know, he has several different ways to die, unlike, you know, such as Mishap, who got his eye bitten off. Like, Loopy dies through a variety of different stunts that he pulls. Obviously, I like Stumble. I like Claude. I just think those characters, like, the designs are good. The way they die, is funny and stuff like that. I like Dippy a lot. I like Pillock, like how he took expired medicine or something like that. I think that's cool. He's pretty good. Oh, but I also like Calamity too. Okay, well, yeah, so I'll just go with Dippy, Calamity, Numbskull, and Pillock. I think that's good. Yeah. There's a few different ones. Out of the ones that I hope become plushies one day, those are the ones I want. Do you play with your fans, like on Xbox or PC? Yes. I play on both of those. So, yeah. It depends what game it is, obviously, because there's some games I don't have, but yes, I do. If Metro decided to add more character plushies from Dumb Ways to Die 2, who would you buy first? I don't really know that many characters from Dumb Ways to Die 2, but I like that one orange girl with the big hair. Okay, after like 5 minutes of going through the wiki, I can't find her name. I think it's a girl, but this character right here, I like this one from Dumb Ways to Die 2. It's very hard to find names for some of these characters. If the Puts plush was still on sale, what would his personality be? And what would his voice be? And how would he become a part of the crew? I messed up that last part. But basically, I've had this idea for Puts for a bit, where basically he would be this really slow character, almost similar to Stumble, but instead of being like dumb, he'd just be slow. Like mentally slow. Mainly because I don't see Puts like moving around that much in the games. Like he tries to like grab his balloon. He like just kind of flies on his balloon. He doesn't really move around that much, so he just kind of seems like a lazy character to me. So basically he would just like talk really slow, like kind of almost like Stumble's voice, but just slow. Like he would talk like this, you know, kind of like the sloths from Zootopia. I think it would be funny if he was meant to join the other Dumb Ways to Die characters in season 2 to like apply, right? But he was so slow that it took him like 10 years or something to get in, like after everyone else had already got in. I think that would be funny. Like he was meant to join with like Claude and Doomcough, but he was just slow. Will we ever be able to see the Looney Tunes again? Because I could voice a couple, but my question is, when will we see the characters again? Yeah, I didn't buy them for one video, so you'll definitely see them again. So yeah, it's cool that you could do the voices, because I can't do some of them. Like, my Porky needs work. What got me into plushies and what got me into making plush videos? So, nothing really got me into plushies in general. They're just something I've always liked. You know, I liked them more than action figures, because it felt like you could do more with them. You know, action figures, there's always a limited amount of, like, articulation and movement they can do. But with plushies, you know, they're soft, they're squishy, you know, compared to hard plastic. They can't really break. They can tear, but they're not, like, breakable plastic, right? They're plushies. I had always made videos, like, on my 3DS since, like, 2013. Basically, since I've gotten my original Dumb Ways to Die plushies, I've been making plush videos with them. It's just, I made them on my 3DS, and I never, like, made them for other people to see. I made them just for myself to rewatch on my, like, 3DS, because 3DS has, like, a recording software. So I've been making plush videos for, like, almost 10 years. It's just, I haven't started uploading them on YouTube until a few years ago. Do you have any South Park merch besides plushies? Nah. It mainly just plushies. Do you like slushies? Yeah, I mean, they're pretty good. They're pretty good. You know, I have an IC here and there and stuff, so yeah. When am I sending you the Among Us plushie? All right, I will just need your home address, the 3 credit card numbers on the back, you know, the 16-digit code, you know, like the Fortnite cards. And while we're at it, you might as well give me your social security. Do I like Sharknado? I don't know anything about it, so, I can't say I hate it. What new Fortnite figures am I looking forward to? Oh man, there's a lot. I want the new Meowscles figures, the Kit figures, the Dadbot Jonesy and the RC thing. You know, basically the Midas Vault, dude, the Midas, that thing looks sick. Will I ever get the Australia exclusive Dumb Ways to Die plushies? Again, I don't really know. I emailed Dumb Ways to Die about it, and I didn't hear a response, and I'm just kind of hoping they'll put them on there one day, because there's really no other way I can get them. Do I like clearance? Usually I don't buy things that are on clearance. Unless you're talking about the show clearance. That show rocks. How long does it take to make a music video? This can depend. The, music video where I use, like, plushies, like the So Sus one, it didn't take that long to make the video for the So Sus parody since it was just plushies. But a Fortnite music video can take hours out of an entire day. Like, it could take a few hours, like 4 to 5, because you have to direct other people's movement along with your own, get the right angles with the recording software, and then make sure it's aligned with the audio. So Fortnite music videos take a really long time to make. And alright, that was the last question. So yeah, these were a lot of questions, guys. Thank you for asking them. It was pretty fun answering them, even though it kind of took a while. I'm sorry. But, you know, maybe we'll do a Q&A 5 at the end of the year. See if you guys got any more questions. So, make sure to smash like, subscribe, you know, leave a comment, like, about, I don't know, if you want more Q&A stuff. Alright, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye!